maybe just talk a little bit about the game as a whole. Obviously, you guys grow into it in a certain extent, and the crowd, and maybe just your take on the entire night as a whole.
Do you know what? We've been waiting a long time. I'm not sure how many days it's been between our last league game here, but it was against Edmonton, and somebody told me 640 days, and that's a long time in coming. So it was fantastic. The pitch is immaculate. The floodlights, and credit to our ownership group for really investing in the game. It shows their passion behind it. The fans and supporters, I tell you, we got goosebumps before the game, and it was just special. And we talked to the guys before the game, just go out and give them a show. You know, everybody's been struggled through this COVID for different reasons. Put a show on for them. And first half, I thought we were average, and then second half, we showed our character and our grit, and you know, great finishes from Joe Mason and Clumpy.
Someone may touch on this. I'll just get it in quickly. Sergio Camargo. He kind of showed, you know, what your team was maybe missing when he was out of the lineup. Can you speak of his performance tonight?
Listen, it goes without saying we've had a lot of injuries, and they're, you know, we're without 9 guys today, and we've missed Sergio, we've missed Joe Mason, we've missed Ali Musi, Richard Luca. You know, the list goes on. Oliver. Hence why we had added Ben Fist to the mix. But you know what? No excuses. We have to turn up and play. We didn't give our best performance against Pacific, but you know, it's like going into a fight and you've not really got an attack to it, and that's no fault of the guys. And you know, credit to Edmonton. I thought they played a very good first half, and they imposed their game on us, and it was up to us to change that.
Thanks, Tommy.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, Marty. Brandon, go ahead.
Evening, Tommy. Congratulations on the win tonight. Just wanted to gauge, I guess you sort of touched on it there with Marty there, but the fight back after going down a goal.
Yeah, it was. I think I had to rip up the tactics board at halftime and have a little few choice words that I'm sure one day they'll come out amongst the players. But what I like about this group is now I've said that they've got character in it, and look, guys are dying out there. You know, Joe Mason's had to play a full 90 minutes. We had 4 outfield players subs. Yeah, they showed great grit.
And sort of saw it at the beginning of the match as well, but the relationship with the foot soldiers up in the stands as well.
I tell you, it's special. They're a special supporters group. We're very, very lucky. It's you know, strategic to have them right in the corner. They make a ton of noise, and you know, we had to give them something to sing about, and I was pleased with that because you know, this is our home pitch. We've got to make our home performances count. We've already played 9 road games. This was our number 1, and you know, to win our first game gives us that confidence. You know, we got 2 more here, and we've got to capitalise on it because it's tough going on the road. And I tell you, the West that we're facing now, you know, Edmonton have had a great win there. Valour have been top of the table, and Pacific we just faced. It's a tough conference, if you will, inside the league.
And sorry, Paige, if you don't mind me just sneaking in an extra question here. Any updates on Joe, or still a little too early for that?
Joe Mason, he scored and assisted.
Joe
DiChiara, I don't know, there's tightness. I mean, he's had to play a lot of minutes because we're hurting, and hopefully it's precautionary, but no, we don't have an update just yet.
All right, thanks, Tommy, and appreciate it, Paige. Appreciate it as always.
Thank you, Brandon. Moses, you can go ahead.
Thanks, Paige. Good evening, Tommy. I was at the match. Fantastic atmosphere, to say the least. Just your thoughts, and I don't know if jitters maybe perhaps played a factor early on, playing your first home match, or maybe a little bit of maybe FC Edmonton, like you said, had started, you know, imposing their will a little bit in that first half. Can you just explain to me how much of an impact having home field does, and do you feel that it was also a little significant, I should say, in terms of helping you guys get 3 points tonight?
The pitch was fantastic. There was a slickness to it. We had to adjust. Look, we've played and practiced on turf the same as everybody else. So perhaps, you know, it was a level playing field, if you wish, in more than one ways. But no, look, I've got to tip my cap. You know, Alan and his team, they imposed their will on us a lot more than we did. So we had to adjust, we had to respond, and we did. So that was the pleasing thing. But you know, they're a good team. They'll be there or thereabouts, taking points off people, and you know, that's a massive 3 points really.
Coach, never in doubt?
Well, we sat here probably a couple of years ago when you last saw me in person, and I had a lot less grey hairs. I think I'm getting more and more grey hairs the more of these games. They're tight games, but like we've won, we seem to be able to win these 2-1 games. What pleased me is we came back. There's not a lot of comebacks in this league, and especially post-COVID. I don't know what the statistic is, but it's harder to come back because of just where people are in their mental and physical state. And I tell you, that was, we'll look back on that result, and it is a provincial rival. It is the El Clasico, and that will be a massive result as in reflection. So, yeah, credit to them.
Were the guys tight today? Were the guys tight today coming out? Maybe a little nervous?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I just think it was a quick game, quick pitch, tired legs. There's a lot of guys playing, and rotating, and we're just trying to find a squad, a team that we can put together. I think now, unfortunately, we get Nick Ledgewood and Anthony Novak back for the next game. So, we've got a very deep squad, and we're going to have to keep using them because the games come thick and fast. So we can't make excuses. We just got to keep making adjustments.
Where might have you been today without Jose Escalante and Sergio Camargo?
They're class, aren't they? I mean, they're talented players. It's great that Sergio played for as long as he did because he's getting to match shape, and he was the one that started him and Joe Mason and Jose. They started that reaction as soon as they did it. They led the side into a positive result, and their quality. So we want to keep adding more and more firepower because we've got a ton of really good players that we've seen in Winnipeg. Once they're back, we just got to keep grinding out results, and that's the situation we're in the season. No problem with that. Pretty or gritty, all counts as 3 points. Thanks.
Conrad Krauser, Sportsnet. With all the injuries that we've seen for Cavalry FC, we're seeing a lot of the younger guys coming and showing their form. You talk a little bit about Vic and Dan.
Yeah, Vic's terrific. Vic's one of those young players that will play anywhere just as long as he's playing. And, felt for him because against Pacific we had to play him in a more advanced role. He's typically a midfielder, but good players can play in any position. And I think that's credit because a lot of young players think, I'm a left back or I'm a centre forward. And the truth is, when you get to the pro level, Jose Escalante is a winger. He's playing at left back and he's doing a great job there and he's getting credit for doing his job. So love that. Love the fact Dan Klomp is a young guy that we picked up in the free agency. And for him to score, he's put in some minutes, and I'm pleased for him because that's the reward. And scoring in front of our fans puts you in that kind of hero status, and I think that's what's helping him now.
And Dan Kaiser and Zach as well. Zach didn't see any play today, but obviously I knew.
Dan Kaiser and Max, yeah. Do you know what we were looking at saying? It was a guess of who we bring in. We wanted to bring another attacking option on and have Mo Farsi getting up on that right-hand side, and and it worked for us. Dan Kaiser's been terrific, and again, it shows the credit to the U Sports system. He's a kid that came through the Foothills system and continues to grow with the chances he's getting. Young Max, the way it's going, he may get an opportunity in the next few games.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Tommy, thank you very much.